All right, guys, I finally cracked it. I am now using Claude Code in my own app to generate unbelievable thumbnails for my videos. Thumbnail designers are dead. There is no other software that I've ever seen that can do what I'm about to show you. What I built is actually generating unbelievable thumbnails at scale using AI-generated images of me and Nano Banana. So let me show you exactly how this works so that you can install this and start building it yourself. Thumbnail designers are dead. This is what I'm using exclusively from now on. It's absolutely unbelievable. This is what I call my creative director app. There's a lot of different functionality built into it. One of them obviously is script writing. So the video that I'm about to do, I built this $8,500 supercomputer. Part of this app generates the YouTube script for me. I talk back and forth with it. It makes the script, researches the competitors, reads the comments, comes up with title ideas, also analyzes my channel. But for thumbnails, it comes up with different thumbnail ideas too. I'm gonna go ahead and hit find more thumbnails on here because this can take a while to load. This is actually gonna go extract thumbnails from some of my competitors. I'm going to give it some emails, some keywords to search for. Supercomputer, home server, home supercomputer, build your own computer. And it's going to go and find the best performing thumbnails and videos for that topic. So while that's searching, check this out. We've got the thumbnail concept that it already came up with during the initial brainstorm phase. And by the way, I use this app side by side with Claude Code. So I'm working with it back and forth to generate the YouTube script, the ideas, fine tune my ideas. It's asking me questions. And then when it's ready, it puts the information into the app so that me and my team can act on it, add it to my content pipeline. But the thumbnails is pretty much entirely in here. So right now it's actually using Appify to scrape top competitors' thumbnails. And then it's using AI to analyze each one to see if it's a good fit for me to potentially do like a face swap with. So there's two methods in which we can generate these AI thumbnails. One is face swap, which I'm gonna show you. Here's all the ones that it pulled in. Some of these are really cool. So I'm gonna show you the face swap, and then I'm gonna show you what I showed you initially, which is generating them from scratch. So let's start with like this one. So what I learned, I'm gonna give you all the sauce throughout this process of trying to crack this puzzle and like what actually works for AI thumbnail generation. Face swapping is one of the keys, but not just face swap, using Nano Banana to full body swap. And it's actually going through a couple steps here. As you can see, step 1, generate J. Step 2, body swap. Step 3 is results. So we're taking this source thumbnail. I'm gonna do excited, confident. Let's do thinking. And we're gonna generate 3 J photos. Now, right now, this is actually using my Flux Lora. So if you're not already familiar with fal.ai, Flux Lora, a Flux Lora is a model trained on your face. Now, I'm not going to talk about Flux Lora in this video, generating your own Flux Lora, just search it on YouTube, but it's all of this is using fal.ai, my Flux Lora with fal.ai to generate images of me. So let's come back here. As you can see, it generated 3 images of me. Now we're going to swap J on the thumbnail. So it's now using Nano Banana to take those images of me and swap them with this guy. With obviously all the prompts are happening in the back end to do a good job of this. This is kind of a weird one, so I'm not sure if it's going to turn out perfect. I also really like this one. So let's try this one too. Oh, there we go. It's starting to come up with some results. That one's, the hand looks huge, but other than that, it's not bad. I really like this girl with this server. I said no. Let's go ahead. Excited, confident. Let's do pointing. And we're gonna generate some photos here. And this is, the trick is using Nano Banana to do these face swaps and not just swapping the face, but swapping the entire body. If I was just to face swap with this girl, it wouldn't look very good. And all of this happens in the background of this app. It's doing API calls to fal.ai, fal.ai, to execute on this. Look at that. That one's not bad there. I look a little funny. We're gonna swap me onto this thumbnail too. And this is the swapping version. This is using competitors' thumbnails that are already performing well. As you can see, we've got 979,000 views, and it tells me why it's a great fit. If you're watching this, you're like, Jay, this is sick. How do I start using this software? Well, it's not a SaaS product, and it's not a SaaS product. It could be, especially this specific feature. Look how good that is. That one's great. That one's great. So let's go ahead and select some of these before I download them. All right, I hope it doesn't break this one in the middle. It just downloaded them and it added them to my media library here. Perfect. And let's let this one continue. I already love this one. I've got this media library where everything that goes in there is perfectly categorized, organized, and just look at some of these thumbnails. They are great. I can expand on them. Let's see how it looks. Not bad. You add a couple words there and that's a pretty good thumbnail. Look at this one. Man, these body swaps are perfect. And then if I wanted to, changing that from I said no to just deleting it, like that's easy. The hard part is already done. It's me standing with that server, looking inside the server. You'll never have to do another photo shoot again. And by the way, these aren't real photos of me. These are AI generated photos of me using my Flux Lora. So now these are done too. I actually kind of like all of them. So let's go ahead and download these two, save them to my media library. And let's go over to my media library. This is all an app that I created. This is crazy. Let's just open up one of these so you can see the quality. That is an unbelievable thumbnail. For having just generated that in a couple seconds with AI, people are in trouble. This is unbelievably good. Now, even though this isn't a SaaS product, you can start using this right now. I actually have a community called the AI Automation Insiders on School. And if you join it, you'll get access to this to actually download the latest version of all my GitHub repos. This is my social media tool. So you can just install this and start using it right away in my AI Automation Insiders. It's going to be linked down below. You need to be signed in to download. So let's go back over here. All right, this is my media library. Now, what about the other method of generating thumbnails? Maybe I don't want to steal somebody else's idea. Maybe I want to use my original concept that it came up with on its own. So let's go back to the supercomputer thumbnail ideas. All right, Jay standing next to the Zeus server rack. LEDs showing 50K a month. Cool. I've got this idea. Split comparison. Left side shows faded cloud server bills. I actually really like this one. It's kind of complicated, so let's see how it does. Split comparison. Left side shows faded cloud server bills, $240 a month. Right side shows glowing Zeus with 8,500 one-time text. J in center pointing right. Let's generate thumbnail. And this is going to open up my original thumbnail generator. This is going to have to be a SaaS product. I'm going to have to sell it. It's too good. It's too good. Now, in order to get this right, you need a fal.ai account because we need your API key from fal.ai. And actually, my app actually tells you how much each generation costs. Yeah, you need an API key from fal.ai. And then there's two models that you need to use. There's Nano Banana Pro to both generate the source image, and so that's text to image and image to image for Nano Banana Pro. And then Flux Lora, and I'll show you what those look like. So let's go ahead and run this thing. I have it using like a default man. This actually has 4 steps in order to get it right. You can't just say generate a thumbnail and it be perfect. It will not be perfect. However, if you go through the steps, this is why it took me so long to crack. First, you need to generate a source image. So Nano Banana Pro, text to image, actually putting together a really good looking thumbnail without you in it. And it can do that really well. So right now it uses like a placeholder person that has like my body frame. So that's what this is. Light stubble beard, olive skin tone. It's describing what I kind of look like. Body squared to camera, that's important for the body swap. Split comparison. Left side shows faded server bills, right side shows Zeus. J in center pointing right, YouTube style, high contrast, blah, blah, blah. So it tells you the cost here, 60 cents for step 1. It's going to generate 4 base images. So with AI, they're not all going to be perfect. So I usually like to choose from 4. Now, if you're trying to be more cost conservative, don't use Nano Banana Pro, and maybe you don't choose generate 4, just do 1. But I'm used to paying my thumbnail designers like $50 an image. So being able to do this for like $1.50 for a thumbnail that's just as good or better is just insane. Absolutely insane. So it's going to give me the base image here, which is, oh, interesting. It's going to give me 4 versions of a high contrast YouTube thumbnail. These are actually kind of good. Cloud versus one-time server. Like, these are not bad at all. Cloud bills, stop paying monthly, lifetime server. I think I like this one on the bottom left, although I don't like where it says J. Doing fine-tuning at the end is actually pretty easy. So like I would want to get rid of J Tech Tips. So let's go ahead and choose this one. I'm going to select 3, and we're going to use this one in the next step. Now we need to generate photos of me to replace in that first step. I'm so excited, confident, professional. I can do up to 4. So it uses Flux Lora. to generate images of me that we're then going to swap onto that base. So it's generating 4 images of me right now. This is going to cost 12 cents. And again, this works because I've got a well-trained Lora. The Lora is the trained model that understands my face, my body at different facial positions. This way I don't have to do a photo shoot each time that I want to generate thumbnails. It just does it for me. So it's doing this in some different poses. I told it not to use exaggerated facial expressions because it just doesn't do those so well. All right, so now we've got the base, we've got the images of me. Next step, 60 cents for 4 body swaps. So we paid $1.20 for those 2 steps, another like 20 cents. This is like $1.30 to generate an unbelievable thumbnail. Sometimes 2, because not all of these swaps and bases look exactly the same. So it's using Nano Banana Pro image to image editing now. And if you come into fal.ai, you can actually see what it's doing here too. So there's text to image and image to image. So text to image is that first step. When it's generating the base thumbnails, this is what it's doing. These are all the base thumbnails that are getting generated. And then image to image is actually modifying this image with the new image. So if I go to image editing, this is what the second round is doing. As you can see, this one's generating right now. But here's, oh, there we go. And getting rid of simple stuff like Jay's tech tips. Obviously, I don't want that. The hard part is getting this, me looking like it's an actual thumbnail. This is unbelievable. Absolutely. And this is a hard one. Like, I should have changed the prompt so it didn't say Zeus. Obviously, if you say Zeus, it's going to give you Zeus. I was just rushing through it to show you. I would probably say home server glowing blue on the right side. But you know, Zeus is kind of cool. Like that's kind of sparks some intrigue. I wonder what it's going to do. And as it's creating them, it's putting them here so I can save them to my media library. And now these are going to be my thumbnails. And obviously modifying them, so easy. So let's see, which ones do we like? I think this one. I'm gonna go ahead and download this guy. And yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. This is how I'm using AI to speed up my job as a content creator, waiting on my team to do thumbnails, finding great thumbnail designers, coming up with ideas for thumbnails. Like all of these are things that took me time, cost me money. I don't have to do that anymore because I spent a couple days building this software. Not only am I going to be able to save myself a ton of time, a ton of money, but now I have a product and an offer that I can sell, whether as a SaaS product or now you're going to be watching this video like, holy shit, I need that. How do I get that? Well, how do you get it? Join my AI Automation Insiders. You can start using this right away. So building with Claude Code, unbelievable. It's whatever your imagined can come up with, you can build, you can deploy, you can save yourself time, you can save yourself money, and now you have offers to sell. Now this is only possible because I understand AI image generation, I understand thumbnails, I understand face swapping. So I was able to put the pieces together in a way that someone who even knows how to write code or build apps couldn't because they don't have the context of making thumbnails. If you think about your building apps in that context, what do I know how to do that other people might not? Might help you reason and rationale through how do you build and deploy tools that nobody else is doing. That's going to give you an edge. So if you want this, check out my AI Automation Insiders community. It's going to be linked down below. If you join as a premium member, you're going to be able to download all of my latest apps. This is just one functionality of one app. This app does so much more. I break it all down in the AI Automation Insiders, but this thumbnail thing, nobody else is doing. It was shocking when I got it to work, and it works. So if you want it, you know where to get it. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. I wanted to share this with you. So if you appreciate it, drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I will see you soon.